Hi, in this video I'm going to talk about 3 ways you can become a more passionate woman. I'm Jay Diamond, love and intimacy coach. I help stuck singles find their soulmate and great couples get juicy and reconnected for true authentic love and great fabulous sex. So how are you today? I'm trying something where I'm streaming on multiple platforms today, so I'm quite excited about that. So here are going to be 3 ways that you can become a more passionate woman. If you're not following me on Facebook, make sure you do. It's Ms. M.S. J-A-Y Diamond, and on YouTube it's J-A-Y Diamond as well. So sometimes when I'm coaching women and they're talking about going out on dates, I coach men as well, and sometimes they have the same question. They're going out on dates, they're like, I don't really know what to talk about. Perhaps sometimes they're divorced and they've come out of a long-term relationship and they're like, I don't really know how to relate anymore. It's been a while since I've been dating. I don't really feel like I'm passionate about anything. So I wanted to give you some tips on how you can become a more passionate person in general, so that when you're dating or even in your long-term relationship, this is really important as well. If you're in a long-term marriage, we can get very much caught up in just the bubble of our family. But what really excited us and attracted to us on our partner in the beginning is like what they did that we really loved, the things that they did that we were really interested in, and we can kind of let that go. So the first thing or one of the steps to becoming a more passionate woman is to think about, what did you love to do as a kid? What did you absolutely love doing, could not get enough of? And there was no outcome basis. So often now we get involved in things that we think we can win at. As we become older and an adult, we're like, okay, so where should I put my time and energy in, and where can I do really well? But when we're kids, we're passionate and we're fun and we're open, we're just trying new things, and we're doing things purely for the joy of it. We purely want to feel good. So what were those things that you did as a kid that purely made you feel good? For some people, it was making things like, my brother used to paint meticulously these like Warcraft tiny little models like this, and he was amazing at doing it. He would spend hours doing it. I used to like dance, make up boss kids around in the playground and make them do various dances and things like that because I loved it. I loved doing the choreography. I was like 8, 9. I wasn't good at it, but it was fantastic the way that it made me feel. I loved hula hooping. I loved doing handstands and doing crabs down the wall and things like that. So what can you do that you did as a kid? Just write in the comments below what kind of, when you think about it, lights you up. Like, oh yeah, I used to love doing that. Or it might be, I used to love painting. So start doing some of that now, not for it to be good, not for it to be, not for you to be like the world handstand champion. Go and start a yoga class and do new versions and be like, what, I'm going to master this again. Because I'm a yoga teacher as well, when I teach, often in my classes, I'll get, people doing inversions that have never been upside down since they're probably 6 years old. And there's so much psychological fear, but their bodies are actually strong enough. And once they conquer that, they walk out the class feeling amazing. And you'll feel the same when you do something that that as a kid you just really enjoyed. So number 2 is gratitude and appreciation. And so in my kind of closed community, I was asking the girls, hey, I'm going to do this live today about passion. What do you think? And one of the ladies says, I feel the most ignited with passion when I connect to gratitude and I'm appreciative. And this lady is like a chronic illness. I know this lady quite well. And I know she's been like working on healing a chronic illness for quite a while. And she's very connected to gratitude and appreciation because she remembers who she is, what was happening in her life before this illness, who she is now. So you could, you might go into your dating life after a relationship breakup, and you can think about all the things that go wrong. You can think about, the marriage that you didn't have, or, issues with custody, you can think about how long you've been single for, or you can think about all the great places that you've been, all the opportunities that you've got, all the friendships that you have, the health that you have. You know, what can you be grateful for? Every morning, if you can say 3 to 10 things I'm so happy and grateful for, this body I'm so happy and grateful for, you know, my job, and then that will give you a sense of gratitude as you go in your day, and your energy automatically changes. You become more positive, and you give an aura of a more passionate person. A lot of people, when they meet me, they assume that I've had this. When they meet me now, they assume I've had this, like, must have had this really easy life, and that everything always goes right for me, and it's okay for you to be positive because, you know, you've got all these things going on. No, quite the opposite. I am passionate and open because I choose to be. Because I choose to be grateful for what I do have instead of dwelling on what I don't have and what I didn't have. And it makes a huge difference to how you show up in the world. So try daily appreciation. Number 3 is find a cause that you really care about and then do something with that or about it. So I've been, over many years, I've assisted in lots and lots of personal development seminars. I couldn't even tell you how many hours that I've volunteered for free. In fact, it's cost me money to go and support various causes or personal development seminars to help other people in their awakening, in their spiritual, personal, emotional awakening, because that's what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about helping people be happier, healthier humans. For you, it might be something else. Like, what is a cause that you really care about? Do you really care about animals? Do you really care about veterans and making sure that veterans have a good quality of life? Do you really care about homelessness? Do you really care about what's happening with 5G at the moment and how that's rolling out and the effect that it's having on our environment? What do you really care about? And go and do something about that. We can't all be responsible for everything all the time, but when we all do our part, when we all do the things that we're really passionate about, cohesively together, we can create a big change. And it creates a great thing for you to, you know, as a motivator. You know, a lot of people that I speak to, they feel like they lack purpose. They don't know what their life purpose is, and they feel like some big hand from the sky, from God, has to come down and tell them what their life purpose is. But our purpose can be on a day-to-day and a month-by-month basis, and it can absolutely change. It can grow and it can evolve over time. You might have fulfilled one of your purposes already for this lifetime, and you can absolutely create another, and it's up to you. So what do you really care about right now? And go and be involved in that somehow. You can give money, you can write articles, you can galvanize people, you can petition, you can, you know, spend, even if it's just an hour or 2 hours a month at a homeless shelter and provide. You can cook food, like at the moment with it being Eid, you know, there's places all over the country where Muslim people are sharing food in the streets with anybody who wants to come and eat. It's an incredible, beautiful thing, and it creates such a sense of cohesion and community. And they fast for a month to remind them how grateful they are to have what they have, and how it is for the people in the world that don't have everything. And as a reminder to connect, you know, with the Most High during that time with Ramadan. How beautiful it is, you know. So what do you really care about and that you can talk about passionately? For me, sex and relationships all day, every day, health, wellness, spirituality is what I'm passionate about. So I involve myself in those things. So you get me on that topic and I'll show up as a passionate person. So it can be the same for you. So yeah, pop me a little message in the comments. My website is jaydiamond.net. There are 2 free classes on there that you can go and get. One is for singles, so you can find your soulmate. It's a soulmate ASAP masterclass. And the other one is an orgasmic energy masterclass for couples. Or, I mean, you can still get that if you're single as well, but that's more for couples. So go and check those out. I'm Jay Diamond, Love and Intimacy Coach. It's been lovely to talk to you, and we'll meet again soon.